Good morning, Unstoppable Writers. Deanne Welsh here. And today I want to talk to you about time. If you are anything like me, you probably love the end of the year and the beginning of a new year when it's the perfect time to dream, to think about who you want to be in a year, what you want to do this year. It really is this time where we're not just like physically removing calendars from the wall and putting up a new one, but it's really a time to kind of turn the page and step back and think about, what do I want for this year? And again, if you're anything like me, something that is very top of mind as you make this transition into 2020, as you start moving forward, start building momentum, start thinking about achieving those goals and dreams that you have for the year, is the subject of time is probably top of mind for you. And I have two things that I want to share with you when it comes to time, managing time, thinking about time, that have really helped me over the last year to pause, to not feel so hurried and scurried, trying to get everything done, but really embracing the time that there is and being present. And one of those lessons was eloquently captured just recently when I read this book, Pathways to Possibility. And I will put a link to the book in the comments or in the description so that you can check it out if you'd like. But in here, she has an exercise to do, and it's basically taking a phrase to reframe our ideas and story around time. Because as writers, you've probably noticed, both with yourself and other people, that we live out the subconscious stories that we believe. And so if we believe there's not enough time, there's no way I can get this done, instantly our heart rates go up, we start feeling stressed, we're more likely to have like a foggy brain because we're feeling like we're behind and we're trying to catch up. And so the exercise that she suggests in this book is taking the phrase, there is more than enough time, and embracing it, looking at each day through that lens, saying that to yourself. And what I love about this exercise is that whenever I use this phrase, there's more than enough time, and it slows down my breathing, it helps me relax, and I'm able to kind of take that step back and look at what needs to be done and break it into small chunks and just do it little by little, trusting and believing that there's more than enough time. And it also reminds me and centers me that I don't have to do everything. It kind of gives me this lens of, okay, if there's more than enough time, and then you can add to do the important things, or to do what's important to me, or to spend time with my kids, then it can be this filter to really make decisions about where you're spending your time as well. So that's my first tip for you, is to try on this phrase that there's more than enough time and see how that feels throughout the week. Thinking about that, approaching your goals with that, your daily plan, just thinking and believing like there's more than enough time, and see the changes that brings. Hi Penny, great to see you. The second tip I have for you, and this again is tied into how we think about time, how we think about achieving those goals that we have. And I'm going to share this tip with you through a story. There was this cross-country team. They were one of the worst teams. They weren't performing well. They would always, they were discouraged. They kept trying and they just weren't succeeding. And they got this new coach. And the new coach decided, okay, our new saying, our new mantra, our new goal and value that we're going to embrace is that we run stronger and faster at the end of the race. And so they embraced that, and they started training. They did their practices, and every day they kept repeating this phrase, and that we run stronger and faster at the end of every race. And something amazing happened. as they started with the meets and the competitions, at the point in the race, in the point of, the mile or the 5 mile, when most runners are, feeling like they're done, like they're not even sure they can make it, where they feel like they're scraping the bottom of the barrel of their energy and their strength, this team would suddenly have a burst of energy because they believed this story, believed this idea that they ran stronger at the end, stronger and faster at the end. And so at the very moment when other teams were struggling to push to the end, they were actually like having some of their best strength and moving forward faster, all because of this story that they believed. Now that story, I don't remember where I read it or the exact name of the team, but that story has stuck with me because, again, it shows the power of how we think about our time, how we think about our journey. And so I really encourage you, you can try both or try one of these exercises. The first one is taking that phrase, "there is more than enough time," and you can add, to do the important things, or to exercise every day, or to write for 15 minutes every day. And it allows you to approach time and your goals from a place of rest and a place of trust. And then seeing it happen without feeling that pressure to like make it happen or like scramble and rush. And that's just, I don't want that for you this year. So the first one, there's more than enough time. The second exercise is think about how you are approaching your writing, how you are approaching, maybe it's meal making. I wish I love to cook, but I don't. And so thinking about the stories that you tell yourself about these things, and reframing those stories. So just like this team did, instead of having the story of, we fail, we lose, we're not good enough, like they adopted this new story of we run stronger and faster at the end of every race. And that changed their entire way of training. It changed their entire way of performing when it most mattered. And so when you think about your writing, or maybe it's meal cooking, what is a story that you can tell yourself to empower yourself and to enjoy the process, to embrace the process, because that's something I want for each of you in 2020. Thank you to everyone who participated in the thread that I pinned in our group, kind of reflecting back and looking forward. I'm so excited that you're in this group, that you're here to do 2020 together. I have some exciting things planned. So that's it for today. And let me know if you have any questions, put them in the comments. And again, there's more than enough time for you to write, for you to get that book published this year. And perhaps the story reframe you need is that you follow through and you write consistently and you are improving your craft every single day. I know at the end of last year we talked a lot about shifting our mindset from failing and succeeding to a growth mindset. So really embracing the process, embracing the journey. So I hope you guys have a great Wednesday. Keep writing, keep being unstoppable. We get to decide that we're unstoppable. So have a wonderful day. We'll talk soon.